Hey everybody, welcome to the Redmen TV. I'm Dan Clubb and I am reacting to the news that Federico Chiesa has touched down. That's right, he has arrived in Liverpool to complete what will hopefully be the formalities and sign some paperwork, sign some dotted lines, sign some contracts before becoming officially a Liverpool player. That's right, all the details and negotiations, they've all come to the conclusions. It feels like a 4-year contract, as we now know. Chiesa will be joining the Reds. Liverpool have flashed out a deal with Juventus as well, 10 million quid plus 2.5 million pounds in add-ons. That is an absolute bargain in anyone's money. It's a remarkable piece of business in so many ways. We're going to spend obviously a long time, we've already done a lot of talking about it on various different shows, but to get a player of that quality for that sort of crazy low fee, it truly is astounding. It is the opportunistic piece of business that Richard Hughes mentioned, because clearly they have viewed it as an opportunity. Juventus have been trying to get shot of Chiesa for quite some time now. They did offer him a contract extension earlier on this year. He rejected. I actually wanted better improved terms. Juventus weren't willing to do that, so he's ran into the final 12 months of his deal. And it's come to the point whereby Juventus want to clear him off the books. They want some money to spend elsewhere. They want to free up a bit of the salary to allocate to different players and stuff like that as well. And Liverpool have jumped at the chance. We've seemingly got ahead of Barcelona and the like as well in which to do so. So, yeah, over the moon with this one. He's going to come in. He's going to be that versatile forward, predominantly plays as a wide forward, plays left, right. He played a lot as a second striker, stroke of 10 last season at the Juventus. Doesn't really suit his skill set necessarily, but he did do it and he did a job for the team. It was interesting, some of the conversations I've had in and around actually about how he was willing to do that job, sort of suggesting how much he's matured as a player. His tactical awareness, the ability to take on tactical instruction has come on leaps and bounds as well. Obviously one of the major red flags, obviously he touched down in Liverpool now. You will see the video of him landing at Liverpool John Lennon Airport. They kindly put that out for the whole world to see. There was flight trackers left, right and centre earlier on today. I myself had one eye on them, I won't lie to you. But a big part of the next stage in this transfer will of course be that all-important medical. Now, some Liverpool fans might have reservations about that. I was certainly one of them, cards on the table when the deal first got muted and Chiesa's name was first suggested as one that Liverpool were looking at. I was a bit... It's hard not to just immediately draw your mind to that injury record, and you see the transfer marked injury history coming up left, right and centre on the timeline across social media and stuff like that. And it's understandable because it's not great, it's checkered. But I think I've been assured, and I've had conversations again around him, and it feels as though the worst is behind him now. He's picked up a couple of little problems since that ACL, I think it was February 2022. And it doesn't suggest like he's going to have sort of recurring injuries over and over and over again. It does feel like he has come through that, and that is certainly the hope, of course. The medical, hopefully we're not in I don't want to say the name, but a Nabil Fekir situation whereby all of a sudden he's got the kit on, he's ready to go in the training gear. They've started doing all the media stuff, and then all of a sudden the plug is pulled on the deal. I don't think we're going to be living in that world when it comes to Chiesa, to be honest with you. But yeah, he is in Liverpool. He is probably heading towards the AXA now to complete the final steps of that transfer. When we'll actually see the confirmation, when we'll see the completed, all that media stuff as well, we don't quite know yet. But obviously deadline is 11 o'clock Friday night, so will almost certainly be a good while before then, you would imagine. But yeah, an incredible piece of business by Liverpool. One of the most sought after players for some time. What a signing. Came out of the blue as well, really. Came out of nowhere. It looked as though the window from a Liverpool perspective might be sort of petering out into nothing. And then bang, Richard Hughes, Julian Ward, Michael Edwards, whoever you want to credit with this, gets Chiesa, who it feels like, that Euros, which is of course 2021 because it was delayed because of COVID, he was one of the standout players in that competition, like one of the reasons Italy went all the way in the tournament to win it. He was absolutely phenomenal, electric pace, direct, scores goals, makes things happen in the final third time and time again. And sort of the situation, the circumstances dictated that for whatever reason, one reason or another, it hasn't quite happened for him ever since that. Certainly Juventus, I think tactics and managerial disputes have been part of that problem. Juventus didn't exactly hit the heights either last season, but Liverpool have seen all that and it's come to the head, and the contract situation played into it as well, and Liverpool have gone, 10 million quid for a player with that ability who's going to come in and be that sixth choice forward. And it's interesting to know on that a lot of the reporting since from the big Liverpool beat journalists has suggested that we won't be cashing in on any of the senior forwards, which means Mo Salah, of course. He's probably going to be mostly the understudy to Mo Salah, I imagine, taking some of the pressure, some of the minutes off him, which is going to be really key as well this season. Luis Diaz, Diogo Jota, Darwin Núñez, Cody Gakpo, all sticking around, all going nowhere. That is unrivaled firepower. All high quality senior internationals who do it week in, week out, more or less. And the beauty of that attacking six is, I was trying to think of the word like the posh word for six, but it escapes me, is the fact that they're all so different. They're all brilliant in their own way. You'd have conversations in the round, some of them about certain things, but they've all got different strings to their bow. They've all got different threats. They've all posed different problems to defenders. And I often say this when I talk about us, and it's even more so now we've got Chiesa in the building as well, or potentially in the building soon to come, is that if you're a defender and you've been dealing with Salah, Jota and Diaz to use our starting 11 from the first two, and you look over at the bench on the 60-70 minute mark and Gakpo, Núñez and Chiesa are warming up or coming on, you just don't need it. You just don't need it. So yeah, boss move for Liverpool. Really smart. And I had my reservations, if I'm being honest. But when you sort of dig a bit more into a bit more detail and you go a little bit deeper into it, you speak about the injury problems and all that sort of stuff, and find that a bit more other than just the staring you in the face stats. Okay, you can make your peace with it, and also the fact that it is so cheap. It's a no risk attached to it. Liverpool done some great business already in this market in terms of outgoings. So when you calculate the money we've actually raised in for some of the fringe squad players, why would you not go and do this for Chiesa ultimately? I won't lie to you, I would have liked this to have been the third or the fourth bit of business we've done in terms of incomings. I'd like this to be a shiny new DM, a shiny new centre-back, and then go and add Chiesa, because again, why not? You know, you're back up to Salah, very smart, and there is still time in the window to do the other two bits, just in the reverse order a little bit. But ultimately, you know, who's asked? We've been crying out for a signing all summer long. It might not be the position we all wanted, it might not even be the player some of us wanted, but it's a hell of a buy. It really is a hell of a buy. And he is in Liverpool. He has touched down. I know the guys have been covering it left, right and centre and will continue to do so. There's a couple of expert insights that I've managed to get done as well on Redmen Plus. But yeah, boss news. I can't wait to watch him play for Liverpool. I honestly cannot wait. He is so exciting. And fingers crossed, touch wood, this could be a deal we look back on in the fullness of time as an absolute masterstroke, because it's very low risk. There's not a great deal in terms of finances, certainly in the immediate term. Going out in the here and now, he could be sensational for Liverpool. There's a lot of potential upside to this one, and as I say, all six forwards, the competition for place in that front line now is frightening. You could take all three of them off at once and just bring the next three on. Wow, I'm quite excited. Yeah, he's here. He's landed in Liverpool, his boss. And yeah, we'll wait and see what happens next. But Federico Chiesa looks almost certain to be a red, and that's good news. Take it easy. See you soon. Bye for now.